Speak to Irwin Collier. He is Institute Director and Professor of Economics at the Free University in Berlin. Just running through some of the polls, if you like, the results from polls of popularity levels of both Angela Merkel and Nicolas Sarkozy in their respective countries. I'm just wondering if you had any thoughts or analysis on how their position domestically affects them or could shape, if you like, these negotiations that they have today.
In the United States, there's the saying, all politics is local politics, and in Europe, all politics are national politics. I think you've actually focused on exactly the right issues. The popularity of the respective president, chancellor, is very important. We see the following asymmetry that I think is very important for the current rounds of negotiations and plans over the next month or so. Mr. Sarkozy is facing a binding re-election coming up, and Ms. Merkel has considerable time. She can wait and see. Her big election is not until the fall of 2013. So she can afford to play for long-term structural changes, and perhaps that's going to be the horse trading we're going to observe. Long-term structural changes for some relaxing of austerity programs. I could imagine that.
So essentially you're saying the Germans, they've got the upper hand today?
I would say that Angela Merkel can afford to play for time because time is on her side.
So does that mean that we will see some concessions from German Chancellor Angela Merkel by way of relaxing this constant German drumbeat when it comes to fiscal discipline? Is she going to push that agenda as hard today?
What she'll push for are these sorts of long-term constitutional amendments for balancing budgets and pushing for a European-wide enforcement mechanism. This is something that would have less to do with austerity in the here and now, and it would have everything to do with trying to get Europe on the same set of institutions, and to be more exact, the Eurozone, because as you know, the Eurozone and the EU are not completely identical with each other.
So is the French-German relationship one of equals then? Would you say that they are, Merkel and Sarkozy are on exactly the same page? Because often we have these meetings, and over the past year we've spoken a great deal about the differences between them. And I'm thinking that with an upcoming presidential election, we've got downgrade warnings, rising unemployment in France. These are the things that will be really at the forefront of Sarkozy's mind today.
Right. I mean, together, France and Germany have a winning part of any coalition to get positive action through the EU and the Eurozone. So Germany knows Germany has to work with France. France knows France has to work with Germany. The two of them are locked together historically. But as it is right now, Sarkozy has very important short-term constraints when it comes to getting re-elected. He has to show results. He promised, for example, a Tobin tax in his New Year's greeting to the population. This is something that the Germans are sympathetic to on a European scale, but not limited to the Eurozone.